Rock. Rap. Keep it a clip. Rap attack.
Lately all I see is change, everything fades. Hennessy rains when the skies go gray. Everything vague, heading these ways. Feeling after feeling, I'm just surfing these waves. I'm just trying to stay floating.
Rap attack.
Yo, what's happening, rude boy? Man, them back on that thing, and yeah? What it is, man, this right here is Franklin on Rap Attack. Keeping it a clip because we've been keeping it a thele for the longest, man. This is Namibia's biggest hip-hop platform. The idea with this show is very simple. We speak a very hip-hop language, and we are representing producers. We are representing music video production. We are representing MCs. We are representing underground MCs as well. Dudes that they don't care for the mainstream, so we go to them. You know what I mean? We come to you. We bring Rap Attack to you. Now, what I love about this show, and I think why it has picked up more traction, is the fact that we really want to find out what is your working mechanism. As an MC, how do you write? We come and find that out. If you don't believe me, check what is coming up on the show.
Keep it a clip. This is Rap Attack.
A lot of great artists, but there's very low PR management, to get these people out there.
It doesn't matter whether this guy is a hit artist already or it's a guy who's releasing his first 2 singles. Everybody deserves a chance.
Same skin, same pairs, different choices. Take a sip, take another glass, pick your poison.
Keep it a clip. This is Rap Attack.
Yo, man, if you're just joining us right about now, this is Rap Attack right here on the biggest, one of them all. Don't forget, Namibia's biggest hip-hop platform. Now, when I met this dude that I'm about to intro right now, man, I called him Compton for a reason. This is the guy that I see the incarnation of Talib Kweli in. This is a guy I invited to a show, and he freestyled for an hour. Now, you gotta understand, you gotta be a different lyrical beast to pull off an hour. The big homie Covert, he's got this smooth flow with it. But the smoother he goes, the deeper the lyrics. And this the homie all the way from back in the palm tree of lands, that's what I call it. But check out this dude because Covert is phenomenal. I personally think he's in my top 2 locally. Who's number 1? Maybe we'll find out after Covert.
And Mama Africa, they broke it down. They implemented their gimmicks and ways. We let you down, we let them bleed you out. And now we bleeding now. They got us living the life, not knowing what it's about. They got us glued to our phone screens. We posting selfies, as doing things oblivious. Our minds just hosting many thoughts of popularity.
And you already know what it is, man. Rap Attack, keeping it a clip right here, man. My name is Franklin. This big homie single-handedly tore down a freestyle show just like that. Mad skills off of the top.
Wealth, living life as a celebrity by any means. I know that that's the dream of many teens, and I don't blame them.
Let's get into the name, man, because both words are for people that studied English, man. Covert, Ulifa. What's with the name, bro?
Where I grew up kind of gangster, so
yeah.
I used to move really smooth and stuff, so they call me Covert. You see me, don't see me.
Yeah.
And ether, well, that stands for the rhymes, understand? That's hot. Ether is actually a gas. Yeah, cousin to methane. So, undercover fire.
Yeah, exactly. Man, let's take a look at just who you are as a creative, what work you've got under your belt, and as far as hip-hop is concerned, what you doing, man?
So far at the moment, I'm trying to find myself.
Yeah.
Not just like in life, but musically also.
Yeah.
I'm trying to grow my art, perfect my craft.
Yeah.
Then make it look good, taking shots all in pan of frame. I get the full view, but that's the fool you. You got to see, open your eyes, don't let them fool you.
Talk to us a little bit through the 90s Baby project.
90s Baby was a personal favorite of mine because the 90s hip hop was,
Yeah.
you bounce your head, you feel it, but then you're also getting something.
You're listening to it at the same time as well.
Yeah, so I wanted to get that boom back with 90s Baby. It's your boy Covert Ether, you're watching Rap Attack, and don't forget, keep it a clip.
We had a conversation with a couple of guys, like as far as just the local scene is concerned, you've got a handful of dudes that are really, really good. Sometimes they might not necessarily have the platform whatsoever. And when I listen to your material, I'm like, yeah, this is solid,
Yeah.
Where do you see this sort of transitioning into, man? Just the local hip hop scene.
There's a lot of great artists, but there's very low PR management, to get these people out there. I've spoken to a lot of people from out of the country, and they're like, I haven't really heard much of Namibian hip hop, you know, because wherever I go, I talk hip hop, you know.
Yeah.
So I probably get online and I show them a couple of tracks and they're like, man, this is fire, bro. This is mad. But then I'm like, why can't we get to listen to the Nasties, the Aries, and all of these, even underground cats from SA. Some people know them here.
Yeah.
I just feel like we can grow in that part of the industry also. Get somebody who can take the music to the people. We're a small population,
Yeah.
you know. We can't really make the noise we want to make. But then I think with good PR, with people who can manage these artists, get them really out there.
Who inspires you, whether at home or just continentally?
Well, for me it would be Stogie T. I'm not sure if you
Oh man, dude.
yeah, for me,
Forget Stogie's too nice, bro.
Man.
Oof.
And so underrated too, you know.
Oof.
But for me, I like him. He's authentic. He's himself. He raps what he is, you know, and he's quite knowledgeable. I can actually sit and listen to him the way I used to sit and listen to Talib Kweli. You know, get something from it. Sit down and meditate on it, you know.
Yeah. I'm putting your certified hyenas in elephant graves. That line, we're just like, Africa has been represented well, bro. Stogie T.
Brain lost sons and daughters of Mama Africa. You got to stand and defend Mama Africa. You got to hold your own and comprehend for Mama Africa. You got to stand your ground for Mama Africa.
So where do we get a hold of Covert Ether, fam, as far as social media is concerned?
Covert_Ether.
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, and SoundCloud. That's my main channels at the moment.
Let me just tell you right now, fam, this dude raps the way he speaks, legit. So it's like if you want to face this homie like whether it's a battle, whether it's a freestyle, this like he's too nice, you wouldn't even know you got this. you would clap hands for a rhyme that he spit. Like that's how fire it gets, man. Rap Attack, keep it a clip, taking one for the culture.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
Meanwhile, in the capital,
my vision has stayed the same since I entered the game.
I'm very passionate about music.
We've done everything that we can.
A lot of thought that goes into what we want to achieve.
And seeing my advice turn into fruits of somebody else's labor.
Really, it is my labor of love.
writing a book starts with a thought.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
So I remember seeing her, and at the time she was called the goddess, and she was called the god, still is, but I think she was called that for a reason. I remember thinking to myself, if there is ever going to be a person that's going to own a media house bigger than the land, it was going to be Shay. Shay Ulenga is very phenomenal in her work, man. If you've ever been interviewed by her, you feel like an angel interviewed you. She's very eloquent, she understands the culture, she's very well read, but apart from that, man, she's very, what do you call it, she's very engaged and involved as far as hip-hop is concerned. Shay Ulenga is undoubtedly one of the best ever. So even when we have her on Rap Attack, it's an honor, it's a privilege. Let's check this out.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
You know, it's so strange that I am here, you're asking the questions, because I'm normally the one who's asking the questions. I do radio, and from radio, so many doors opened for me. I had the opportunity to engage on so many different levels with so many different people from all walks of life. I've had the opportunity to now explore my TV production and presentation skills as well. And I'm also an MC. I like to call myself the master of vibe, because I got a whole lot of vibe. DJ X and Where, I used to call into their shows as a listener. And then DJ X told me, you know, they'd always say on air, they'd always say, yo, you got a nice voice. It wasn't something that I had noticed myself until I got to this point. DJ X said, yo, we're having auditions. Would you like to come through? And I was auditions, KCR, yeah, sure, no doubt. I went there the next week and I got the job. They asked me in the interview, why do you want to join radio? And even I didn't understand the power of radio at that time, and I didn't understand the power of what I was saying until my first experience on air. And then I wanted to use this platform to share information and to encourage and empower Namibian youth out there to just live their dreams and be real and be who they are. Music plays a very big role. It's not something that us that were born now only came and found now. It's been around ever since there was oppression, ever since the uprising of the old location. And they had giants such as the Ugly Creatures, who would then in the hall there in Katitura Community Hall or Old Location Hall bring people together after a hard work day where Black people are being oppressed by their bosses at work. There's people being murdered and people being killed. And coming together at a community space where music was just putting smiles on people's faces, that is where the growth of Namibian music started. You had guys like Jackson Kawewa when we were growing up who would play Mbukubus, and all the children from all walks of Namibian lives with all languages would sing along. It really truly does unite us. And even today our music has that same effect. Only now we're going on with that modern touch, the guys are bringing in the hip-hops, the kwaitos, finding our identity as Namibians through that and telling our stories. Music is big. It's bold. We've done everything that we can. The foundations were laid way back then. Over the last 20 years, the institutions to protect Namibian music has been laid. But now the world needs to hear the story through Namibian music. And that's how important Namibian music is to us. So much changes. We're doing music videos now. Our music videos are playing on Channel O, on Trace. Namibian artists are winning awards beyond borders. I didn't study music. I'm not a professional, I'm not a producer, but it was all in the ear. It was what the music made me feel that was important to me. And if I wanted my listeners to have that good feeling as well, I'd go out there and I'd share it. And it was important to me to take a listen to the quality of the music, to listen to the potential of the artist, to listen to the lyrics of the artist. Those are the things that I would give points for. And thus, based on that, what they're bringing to me as a product, then I'd put them on to say, yo, your opportunity is now. Doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter whether this guy is a hit artist already or it's a guy who's releasing his first 2 singles. Everybody deserves a chance. When I step into the studio, I'm picturing 50,000 yous. If you know what I mean. 50,000 pops. If you know what I mean. Do you understand? You're getting it. So it's very important to first do your research, to know what you're talking about. It's important to double check what you're going to say. People are tuning in not because you're paying them or they can get money. They're tuning in because it's their time. Don't waste their time. You've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to sell the idea to the world. And actually, when we go out into the rest of the world, they ask you, what nation are you from? The idea is to say that we're from one nation. This is our tribe as the land of the brave. The show grew on radio. It interviews local artists, local music, local industry experts, managers, organizers. That's how it started on radio. And then I was offered to say, it's time that we drive this content into television.
Hey yo, check it out. It's your boy 48 Beers and you're watching Rap Attack. Keep it a clip.
It took me one December holiday to sit down and to jot down my first script, if I can call it that. We came into the studio, we started recording, and that was it. Now the tribe is on TV every Friday, 9 p.m., channel 284 DSTV. It was a platform to say, this is our tribe. This is what the land of the brave, this is the story that we are telling through music. From the hip-hop to the Overishe, to the Damara Punch, to the Magdisa, everything can happen here, and this is where we're going to celebrate and uplift it. And that's the tribe in a nutshell. Hi, Ty, this is your girl, Shay, the goddess of the airwaves. You're watching Rap Attack. Keep it a clip.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
Going fast, we hit a red light, green light, hit the gas, see the flashlight, everything bright, cut the check, run it, same skin, same pairs, different choices, take a sip, take another glass, pick your poison,
Rap Attack.
411. Hello Rap Nation, this is Rap Attack 411. It's your girl Zoo bringing you news on and about hip-hop by Namibians. Despite the lockdown, with no scheduled live performances, the Deadly Grounds movement has been consistent in creating platforms for rappers and poets, currently running every Thursday night at Monaco Lounge in Windhoek.
I'm tired of my trust issues and I'm tired of some people. They be saying I look simple, my mind's fickle, I'm uncivil. I'm tired of eating cotton cause these niggas is hella.
In other news, talk about creativity. Famsi Bella Harris and Bobby Wambufanikasi released their albums on flash drives instead of actual CDs.
I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing to lose. Man, I just hop in the stew. Boots smelling like food. Boots smelling like food.
Now this move is trend-setting. It seems Covert really brought out creativity amongst our artists. Well done. That's all for now. Keep watching Rap Attack for more news, and remember to always keep it a clip.
Rap Attack.
411.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
Choosing on my foes wisely. What do I see? My mama busy trying to advise me who I should vibe with. Fake people all around me, they trying to hide it. I finally opened up my eyelids, cause I was grinding. Search for peace, I couldn't find it. I looked behind me, I saw the truth, and to be honest, appreciated the simple things I should remind you. Can't nobody ever copy you, cause you designed it. I'm black conscious, oppression turned me to a monster who's trying to profit from all the habits that he sponsors. We the honest, we honor the bigger prizes. We're living toxic, the positive is among us. The spirit's godly, reality is beyond us. From the land of the vulnerable, we can conquer. They're trying to copy the culture, but they impostures. Give them diamonds in time, they just trying to watch us. Same skin, same past, different choices. Take a sip, take another glass, pick your poison up. Look, see, it's either it's the juice and the smoke, or the diamonds with the gold. Money trees, and so we know that's what you sow. See, it's all about the check, bigger stack, money, power, and respect. To buy a man a different set. Give me plaques, give me racks, give me peace and leave me that. Let me crack everything I ever need and lead me back to the roots that'll give me life. Let me live you right. See the truth from a different light, where the limit lies beyond the roof of the deepest skies. Live in different times. We're supposed to live in color, but we live in black and white. Black and night. Don't forget to check your lights. Check your rights. Don't forget to exercise. They try to divide, they try to oppress, they try to fight. Shine a light on them, let them know you're black and right. Black life, real life. Malcolm X from the past life with a mean right. Going fast, we hit a red light, green light. Hit the gas, see the flashlight. Everything bright. Cut the check, run it, same skin, same past, different choices. Take a sip, take another glass, pick your poison. Look, see, it's either it's the juice and the smoke, or the diamonds with the gold. Money trees, and so we know that's what you sow. 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 Let's go.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
That's what it is, man. Rap Attack right about now, keeping it a clip. And I think one of the things we try and do with the show is have people that inspire and motivate. I look up to a few MCs locally, and Ulifa 94 is sort of like in the top 5 of those, man. From songs such as Yashe, songs such as Polo. But one of my favorite was a video that he did with Big Mitch. We'll talk about that as we proceed. But nonetheless, Mr. 94 was good, my brother.
All good, man. How's it going?
Yeah. Always doing what you gotta do. Never putting out work randomly. It's not like, I was bored, just putting out a song because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first song, Black and Right.
Black and Right, yeah.
Talk to us a bit about that song.
So Black and Right is sort of a song that celebrates black excellence.
Yeah.
And it also points out our flaws as a culture, as black people. Because, you know, black people, we've always been kept at the back throughout society. So it's basically us trying to take back that power that was all those negative things thrown at us, and shouting out that black is beautiful, and actually just taking it from there. Because, you know, even recently in Minnesota, you've heard the stories about George Floyd being murdered by a cop. So basically it's talking about how we've been treated in a certain way, but still coming out at the top and just shouting that we are black and right. Yeah,
that's awesome, man. Black and right. Never have thought of a topic like that at all. And then the second song for me was, I felt was maybe personal, in a sense that it felt like it was a tribute. Like no matter how hard the wave is, man, going against the wave. Talk to us a little bit about that, man. Who was it written for?
As a matter of fact, that song actually, the whole meaning behind that song is different. You won't even think about it, because it talks about alcohol abuse. Yeah, for a long time I was having sort of like a problem with alcohol abuse. And I feel like it didn't really reflect in any of my past music, because normally I'd rap about stories that more other people relate to.
Yeah.
And it's not only my personal story. I mean, there are definitely people, and it doesn't have to be an alcohol problem. It's just a way where you feel like you're not in control of yourself, whether it's because of any other substance. And so basically it's talking about trying to stay floating, trying to keep afloat, even though everything is going on, surfing under these waves. As long as the wave doesn't take you down, you won't fall.
Look, one of the things that I admire about your music is the fact that you're able to narrate and sort of knit a story into it. One of the most brilliant initiatives, or at least brilliant projects I've seen, is the one that you did with Big Mitch, and it was the fact that the story was told from the side of the offender. You know what I mean? And I thought to myself, that's actually brilliant, because we never actually get to hear the stories of these people. Talk to us about sort of how did this even come about, man? I mean, the video was brilliant because we heard first the person who lost a life, or at least who lost a loved one, and then we heard from the person who caused it. And it left me at a place where I was like, I never thought about this. It was brilliantly done. Talk to us about that project.
So the whole concept came about, I think me and Mitch were just having a random conversation about stuff. About, let's say, car accidents and how they're at a high rate in Namibia. And so, and at that point, I had come from a car accident. I was involved in a car accident not so long ago. And my brother, as a matter of fact, I shouted him out at the end of the song, he had died. He passed on because of a car accident last year. And so basically, it was something that was very personal. I tried to take the whole story from different sides of the story. I mean, being the victim, as well as being the perpetrator, per se. So it's just something I decided, let me try to get into the mind of the person who's lost a loved one, which I was in that position. As well as trying to take it from my experience being involved in a car accident and just trying to put all my thoughts together, trying to to put it in lyrics at the end of the day. And we got Motion to work on the beat. And he really knocked it out the park.
That's interesting, man. Yo, before I do let you go, let you send a shout out to Rap Attack. Ulifa 94, you're watching Rap Attack, keep it a clip. As always, I'm gonna just step back into the shadow of, my personality. Do your thing, bro.
Yo, what's up? This is Ulifa 94, and you're watching Rap Attack, and you gotta keep it a clip. That's what's up.
We out.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
Wave after wave and I'm drifting away, I'm drifting away. Wave after wave and I'm drifting away.
Lately all I see is change, everything fades. Hennessy rains when the skies go gray. Everything vague, heading these ways. Feeling after feeling, I'm just surfing these waves. I'm just trying to stay floating.
Waving, I'm drifting away. I'm drifting.
Keep my arms wide open.
Waving, I'm drifting away.
Look,
I'm drifting.
I'm just trying to stay floating.
Waving, I'm drifting away. I'm drifting.
I keep my arms wide open.
Waving, I'm drifting away. I'm drifting away.
The sky falls, the wind calls. My eyes pour looking out the window. The time goes, it's been slow. I'm stuck inside a bottle, I'm a saint mode. Open up my mind, let the devil in. Let him open up my conscience till it's settled in. Tell myself I'll never find a feeling better than trying to find peace with all the demons that I'm battling. Taking these shots, everything stops. Not even the hands moving on my wristwatch. Sitting in a little box, everything locked. Every other morning I'm just trying to detox, but I take another shot, everything drops. Seasons go by, I just sit and binge watch. Feeling energized every time I lift off. Waves never die, pain never drifts off.
Wave after wave and I'm
Feeling away, I'm drifting away. Wave after wave, Lately all I see is change, everything fades. Hennessy rains when the skies go gray. Everything vague, heading these ways. Feeling after feeling, I'm just surfing these waves. I'm just trying to stay floating.
Waving, I'm drifting away. I'm drifting.
Keep my arms wide open.
Waving, I'm drifting away. I'm drifting.
I'm just trying to stay floating.
Waving, I'm drifting away.
I keep my arms wide open.
Waving, I'm drifting away. I'm drifting away.
I make time, I waste time. I'm looking in the mirror trying to FaceTime. I'm trying to find composure in the baseline. I'm standing overboard and then I take dive. Hit the wave, try swimming to the safe side. I'm busy trying to find rhythm at the same time. But every time I try swimming, then my face down. Drowning to the feeling, drifting off into the waves. I'm feeling the night, feeling the vibe. Killing me slowly, but feeling alive. Wasting away in the blink of an eye. But I'm drowning my pain, hoping he won't survive. Here for the ride, making reside in the mind of a loner who's taking his time, trying to find his relief in some whiskey or wine. He's caught in a cycle that's breaking him down. Yeah.
I'm drifting away.
Wave after wave and I'm drifting away. Lately all I see is change, everything fades. Hennessy rains when the skies go gray. Everything vague, heading these ways. Feeling after feeling, I'm just surfing these waves. I'm just trying to stay floating. Waving, I'm drifting away. I keep my arms wide open. Waving, I'm drifting away. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay floating. Waving, I'm drifting away. I keep my arms wide open. Waving, I'm drifting away. I'm just trying to stay floating. Rest in peace, Donata. R.I.P. Marty Mal. Rest in peace, Messi. So what's up? Just trying to stay floating. Wave after wave. It's not a damn thing.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
You know how we do it? You know, we give you what you can eat today, then we show you what's on the menu for next week.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
Hip hop, helps you evolve with art form of the culture, like to move with the movement.
And so I enjoy helping people express what it is that they're thinking about themselves.
This ain't no competition, neither I get the crown or the chick go missing. I don't even like talking or condescending. If I feel that it's right, I'ma come and defend it.
Keep it a clip, this is Rap Attack.
First of all, man, a big shout out to the big homie Ulifa. He's got a song called Yashe. Now, look, I understand, and I've heard Oshuambo rap before, but this guy took Ganjera or Kwaludi and was just like, yeah, nah, I'ma fuse it in there. Ulifa is undoubtedly one of the best, man. You gotta listen to his whole project and you will understand that this man's mind is not with us. He's on Mars right now with the boss. Shout out to Shay for even just making time with us right here on Rap Attack. Shout out to Covert, coming in smooth as per always. Now don't forget, we wanna make this a home that you own, you know what I mean? And I'm just here to open the door for you all. So if you are an MC, man, you are a producer, you are a hip-hop enthusiast, this show is yours. Make sure that you get a hold of us. Up until next time, have yourself a good one, and don't forget, till we elbow, I am your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, your ghostwriter's inspiration, Mandem Authentic. Boom.
Near street rapper, hey Tara, deep block, street boss, hip hop, kill chakas, chill brother, big kalam, be yukos, livaram, shame haram, J Farnet, guns, Jsa guns, faka, retire, quit rapper, rewire, switch back, kick back, write bars, even when I'm chilling, freestyle, no pre-done, you hear those, feel free to let it sink in, I bring the realness, chickens are clacking, I'm up by the crack of dawn. Skid cop, vroeg and the more so I let it burn. Better learn a lesson from a cheetah who done seen it all. A veteran, I'm old school. Grew amongst criminals. Rapping is a passion, niggas rapping just to get the girls. In it for the moolah, I'm not here to please the world. Do it for my jimbos of my block, my jitters, all in all. Broke, so no joke, jelle grab, I'm here to kill the show. Man, make a big thing, I want no. Remember that. Man, make a big thing, I want no. Remember that.